All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's now uncover the potential of Web 3.0 in revolutionizing the crowdfunding in the next session, which is the Tech in Action session as redefining the crowdfunding with Web 3.0. Join us as we explore the decentralized, the inclusive and the transparent nature of the blockchain based crowdfunding and its impact on the innovation as well as the entrepreneurship. For the same, may I request Mr. Athil Gafoor, the head of engineering and distributed ledger technology, to kindly come forward to the stage and present his Tech in Action session on the redefining crowdfunding with Web 3.0.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I need to connect to internet anyway. 1 second. Yeah, it's fine. So, all set? Hello, guys. So, let's make it a bit more easy actually. So, how many of you have ever interacted with a Web3 based product? Rather than NFTs, trading platforms, you have interacted with Web3, like few of you have interacted with Web3 based product. How many of you know what a Web3 is actually? Some amount of people. So let's take it easy. So I want you to install an application today. It's not my product, it's actually a product that you can actually use to interact with Web3 solutions out there, any solutions out there actually. So feel free to scan this QR code and please install this application. So today in this section, what is going to happen is that I'm going to help you interact with the Web3 application. And in that while, I will also try to plug in my product to praise. So all of you guys are good? This should be taking you to the MetaMask link, which is a wallet which you are going to use for interaction with the Web3 application as such. All set? Let's go. Let's start with Web3. What is Web3 actually? See, Web 1.0 is where like people started reading a lot of blogs, a lot of information. I would call it as an internet of information. While Web 2.0 was when user-generated content actually started coming onto the platforms. It can be Instagrams of the world, Facebooks of the world, YouTubes of the world, and all of these kind of solutions. But Web 3 is where when Internet of Value kicks in. So this is when we starts valuing, we starts transacting with certain figures and amounts, which is different from how central banks and everything controls as such. So we are interacting with NFTs, we are interacting with the cryptocurrencies, we are interacting with the tech currencies and everything as such. So why do you need it? Why Web3? So Web3 is why it's decentralized actually. There's no need of middleman, there is no point of failure. For example, you might be taking a UPI application right now, and if your bank server is down, you can't interact with that application. But if it's a Web3 based application, you don't have a single point of failure. And you have absolute control over your identity as such. So it's basically you have your control of your identity. So using this Web3, what we essentially build. So we have been hearing about this term Web3 and everything. But there is an internal joke actually. For the people who started in this journey late back in 2018, this is actually a library that we used to interact with applications. So This is like we make, so just like how we have web apps, mobile applications, and everything within Web3, we actually create the apps, decentralized applications. So how do we do it? This is just for the tech guys. If you ever want to explore Web3 as such, use these technologies, this is how we actually build Web3 solutions. And obvious thing, most of the guys who have interacted with Web3 solutions, you guys have interacted with the tokens. So what are tokens? Tokens are just like sort of like a representation of sorts. So some tokens are non-fungible. For example, like you have our currency nodes, right? Each individual currency nodes have serial number, and every individual node is actually different from one to another. And you have the cryptocurrencies of the world, bitcoins, which is sort of like a gold, which is sort of like currently has become sort of like a capital investment of something of sort actually. Now, my question is, why do you need Web3? First thing is that there's math. If like my question, like as a blockchain solutions architect, these are the three primary things that I actually see when you go for a Web3 solution. First, if there is distrust in the ecosystem. Second, if you have a middleman problem. And third, if you have a control and sovereignty problem. So these are the three primary criteria that I look for when I am designing a Web3 solutions as such. Now, what we are going to do is that I'm going to make all of you a Web3 solutions architect. Can you see this picture? So this is a screenshot of Kickstarter and another subreddit called Shitty Kickstarter. These are two subreddits. One is the official subreddit of Kickstarter, in which people post campaigns, crowdfunding campaigns, which raise money for like really innovative products and everything like that. The other one is Shitty Kickstarter, where people actually call out scam campaigns. Kickstarter has around 80,000 followers, while Shitty Kickstarter has around 128,000 followers. There is a distrust in the system. There is a middleman problem. There is a control problem. How do I solve this? How do I solve this? So these are the three primary things that I look for when you evaluate a Web3 solution as such. So anyone in the crowd, do you have any idea how can I implement a Web3 solution to solve this problem? Anyone? Have you guys heard about governance? Have you guys ever heard about voting, like decentralized voting? Fine. Now, let's design a product for that. Now, let's look at the stakeholders in the crowdfunding scene as such. There is platform, Kickstarter, which has the absolute control on top of how everything crowdfunding happens. For example, if I am crowdfunding something for $200,000 right now, Kickstarter holds this $200,000 in the escrow, and they have the complete control on top of it. They decide who gets the fund, they decide what products go in, what products goes out, and stuff like that. Then there is creators, people who actually create campaigns, and then there are people, backers, who actually invest in these campaigns as such. So the fundamental problem there is that in Kickstarter, if you are raising $100,000, your money will only be dispersed if you raise $100,000. It's sort of like, for example, like when we were in our childhood, right? If we go ask our parents for 100 rupees, they might give us 20 or 50 bucks. You might have to do it with it. But in Kickstarter, what exactly happens is that if you're asked for 100 rupees, you should get 100 rupees such that the funds get released to you. So this creates a lot of problems in the financial side of things, how the creator interacts with the product, how the backers interact with the product, and everything as such. What causes it? It's unfair, it's inefficient, and it's opaque. Like the Kickstarters of the world, like see, when I say Kickstarter, it's just a poster child. It's a $16.9 billion industry in which big players like GoFundMe, Indiegogo, and everything works. Like, I'm pretty sure most of you have seen ads of campaigns like Milap, Keto. I'm pretty sure you have seen the campaigns, right? So like if you donate money to these campaigns, what is actually happening? Like you don't know how these funds are utilized. And this is a massive industry, and now we are going to use Web3 to solve this particular problem as such. Product 2, CryptRaise. This is the plug that I told you about. So this is the problem that we are solving as a company. Like in our system, it's fairly efficient. Like you have dashboards, you have complete transparency, you have absolute transparency over even how $1 is spread across the platform. You have, like it's a decentralized governance. Like us as a platform even can't take decision once a campaign goes live. For example, if you decide to set up a campaign today, and if it violates my terms and conditions, and I say that, okay, if I don't like this product, I can't take it down. And if you have 10 backers, this campaign will still go live. It's absolutely decentralized. The moment the campaign gets published, no one has control on top of it other than the people who put in their money and the people who actually create the campaign. De-risk your investments. I will tell you one scenario, okay? So, there's a story of Mark Cuban. So Mark Cuban actually invested in a product in which people, like, it was sort of like a breathalyzer of sort, in which you can connect to your mobile phones and it will show you what is your blood alcohol level. You might have seen this video, right? So Mark Cuban got scammed for that because the person actually raised 1 million something from the Shark Tank, and he actually spent the entire money partying in Thailand, Chile, and every place like that. This is actually happening in crowdfunding right now. It's actually happening in a $16 billion industry. It's highly disorganized. So a person can raise money, do anything, and without any accountability. But in our platform, it's not possible. Because of the decentralized governance that we have, if you as a backer feels that you are being scammed, you can pull out your entire money. It's obviously prorated. For example, you can't, like, there is the money that utilized by the creator can never be get back, but the money that's still out there, you can get it back. It's sort of like you giving money to your friend, program your money such that if you feel like he is not doing the right thing, you get your money back. Okay. Now, time for the interaction bit. So I hope a couple of you at least have installed the MetaMask application. Now, what you need to do is that you can go to MetaMask. MetaMask is actually a web browser. In MetaMask web browser, you can go to uat.cryptrace.com and you can interact with Cryptrace platform. I will wait for a moment such that people can actually enter the platform as such. So the platform is uat.cryptrace.com. You can also use it from non-MetaMask like browser application, but you won't be able to sign in as the MetaMask is the wallet that you are using to interact with Web3 applications. So, this is Cryptrace. Here, at this moment, anyone in this platform, so like we have hosted a couple of test campaigns for today's event. So it can be anything from recycling jeans, it can be anything from donating for a hospital in Kenya, it can be anything. So like this is sort of like responsible crowdfunding. See, there is a saying, the moment the crowdfunding is actually figured out, the power of the force is going to be immense. This is the quote from my competitor CEO of Kickstarter, but it actually makes a lot of sense. One of the world's largest iconic element, like Statue of Liberty, is actually a crowdfunded project. Like even though the France gave it, the installation was actually crowdfunded. So think about this. Like in this room itself, there might be 100 random ideas that you want to realize. But it might not be realized because of the capital shortage, or might not be realized because of you struggling to find an ideal market for it. So Cryptrace is one platform where you can come and realize this product. So if you have connected, go to this platform. I will walk you through how to interact with this particular product as such. Ari, all set? So the moment you connect to the platform, you can go to any of the crowdfunding platform. For example, I'm going to the platform for an light right now. So this is a table lamp of sort in which you can actually use to illuminate your workspace. So you can go through the entire story. For example, like here we use Heimlich's Catechism. Heimlich's Catechism is the framework used by NASA and DARPA to evaluate the feasibility of a product. So like we use Heimlich's Catechism to define how a product is going to freeze up and stuff like that. And there are milestones. So basically, like never ever the entire funds get transferred to the creator, while the funds are transferred in milestones as such. So you can see the particular creator says that he needs 20% amount of the fund for the R&D process, he needs 25% for the production facility, and he needs 30% for the mass production and stuff like that. So if you feel that this product is something that you want to invest in as such, click on purchase now. So like to all the people who have like present in the platform right now, like if you have connected to Cryptrace right now, you will be sent test tokens to implement. So like you can interact with say $4,900 or something like that. and purchase a particular NFT. So this NFT is actually a promise of delivery. So this is the permission, this is how the wallet works as such. In the mobile application also you should be able to see something similar. So this transaction is going on to the chain right now. The transaction is in process. Yeah, Web3 is a bit slow. We are not ready to take on visas of the world yet. So the transaction is successful. So now basically what happened is now like you as a creator is going to be delivered 10 pieces of this product assets. So you have control on top of what the updates and everything this guy says. I can show you another campaign in which how it's going to look for like once the funding completes as such. For example, this is a campaign for upcycling women's jeans as such. Here you can see that I have actually bought 100 of this product for $8,500. So creator has actually put in a proposal saying that he needs 20% of the funds right now. So the proposal is accepted and that's why the fund is dispersed. It's through, everything is done through escrow management. So this is actually rule of code. So like there is no control by us, there's no control by any human entity, it's actually a completely automated. So you have actually, this proposal has gone through and the transaction has happened. And likewise, like then if we put this in next proposal, what essentially we can do is that we can actually vote on that and say that whether you believe in this product as such. Think about this. What is the wildest dream that you wanted to realize? And if you are able to realize it through capital, like if it is limited by capital shortage or by market feasibility, Cryptrace can actually solve that for you. You have access to a global market. You are not limited by your banking locations as such. You can raise money from, if you are a kid from Trivandrum, you can raise money for your product from Finland, Sweden, anywhere in the world. While you can be a responsible creator and create platforms with feedback and like support from the community. And that's what Web3 makes us do. Web3 connects people all across the world. It's not user-generated content, it's not TikToks of the world, it's not monkey dances, it's not monkey pictures. This is where the value in the world transcends border. And this is Web3 in action. Thank you guys, I'm open for questions. If you guys have any doubt in Web3 or Web3, how Web3 works in the products as such, I'm open for questions as such. Fine, we can meet us in the, like we have an experience zone, so if you want to try out Cryptrace platform, please go ahead. Yes. Yeah. So currently Cryptrace use stable currencies known as stable, for example, USDC. This is pegged to US dollars 1 to 1. So we are actually working on wallet abstraction right now. So like even the complication that you saw right now won't be present. So like 1 month from now, you can come onto the platform, buy crypto with your credit card, and this crypto can be transferred across border. And this crypto is used for pre-buying, so it's not an investment asset. So you don't have the legality exposure of having crypto for trading or exchanges or something like that. So the crypto that we use is just for the programmable aspect of crypto, not for the sake of trading of monkey pictures or trading of it is an investment or something like that. So like you are legally much more safe. So your legal exposure is minimal as well. So welcome. Anything else, guys? So feel free to drop by. You can explore Cryptrace, and if you have a wild idea and we would like to fund it, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Athil Gafoor. May I humbly request you to kindly stay back, and may I request Mr. Sharon, the head of NASCOM Startups Kerala, to kindly come over to the stage and hand over a token of love, respect and admiration to this wonderful person who have given us a valuable, insightful speech on the crowdfunding with Web 3.0. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.